Hi folks, Chimbo here from Chimbo's Revival. Hope you're well out there in cyberspace. I just thought I'd like to tell you a few things about my band, Chimbo's Revival, and how it all began many years ago in the last century. In 1976, I played the organ, electric keyboards I suppose you call it now, in a band called the Hot Beatings. I didn't do the vocals in that band. We had a guitar player. We were only a three-piece, drums, guitar and keyboards. The bass was in the organ, we used to say. So, but we didn't play for very long. We were only just kids. I joined that band with the Hot Beatings when I was about 11 years old, and I left when I was 13. So I thought that would be the end of showbiz for me. But it wasn't. Then I met some old school friends of mine, and we did a rock and roll band, straightforward rock and roll band called the Breaks in 1978. And I played the rhythm guitar there and sang the lead vocal in that band. We had two backing vocals as well. And we did rock and roll classic as Roll Over Beethoven, Good Golly Miss Molly, Lordy Miss Gordy, and Shaking All Over, many other songs that we even do today in Chimbo's Revival. And we played all over Scandinavia really. First of all in the youth clubs in Copenhagen in the early days, early 80s. And around about that time in 1980 and 81, I met the English band, the Swinging Blue Jeans. They came to Copenhagen, and we became friends almost immediately. And they're to this day still friends of mine. Unfortunately, we have lost the bass player, Les Braid, and Colin Manley, the lead guitar player. But they founded the name, or made up the name Chimbo, after a cartoon character in the English newspapers, little choppy fellow who thought he was a very good singer. And that leads us up to 1989, where I actually formed Chimbo's Revival. Much more fun for me really than the Non-Specs. We were together for 11 years, we had some good times, but the boys wanted to play heavy rock music, and I wanted to carry on playing classic 50s and 60s rock and roll music. So we split in, I think it was June 1989. And then during the summer of 1989, I made some few adverts in a few papers, and I met the drummer Ricky Stardust, who was with me for 13 years. Excellent drummer, and he played on all hit records as well. You maybe remember this one. We did in '91, the old Beatles song, I Saw Her Standing There. On the flip side we have Hey Baby, and the follow-up to that one was the Bill Haley song, Crazy Man Crazy, with my own song Fly Away on the B-side. Two very big songs for us in Chimbo's Revival. Then we had an English guy with us, started off playing bass, wanted the guitar player Henrik Bruce Madsen to lead the band, and I liked Henrik and so did Rick. So I thought it came up with this idea. I could play bass instead, and Roy could play the guitar. So he stayed in the band for about 2 years and wrote a few songs for us. We did a couple of tracks on this one, the Slips Sessions, and I think the best track on this one is the song called Ain't That Just My Good Time from 1990, I think it was. You can find that song on YouTube actually. It's a very good song. I still think it's a good song today. Then we did a few cover songs of country and western classics, Act Naturally and Carl Perkins' Honey Don't, songs we even play to this day. And in early, mid 1991, Lars Vegas Hansen joined me on the lead guitar, and to this day he's still with me. He's a very good lad, and he's a fine guitar player. And he helped lift the quality even higher, so that's terrific. Then in 1995 we did this one, an album called Stockin' 64. Stockin' 64 was a song written by Mr. Colin Manley of the Swinging Blue Jeans, formerly of the Remo 4, a song about the 60s and how it is to be a quote-unquote young man and to be stuck in 64. And there's also songs like Good Golly Miss Molly, 8 Days a Week, and Fat Across the Mercy, and all kinds of things. And on this one, Rocking 2000, Colin did Small Beer, Colin Manley, Small Beer, a nice little song, and this EP, Rocking 2000, from 2000. Then Colin passed away April 9th, 1999, and he's very sadly missed. He was a beautiful person and a dear, dear friend. Les Braid of the Swinging Beautines also worked with me on a couple of tours, and with him and Ray Ennis of the Swinging Beautines, they got me into rock and roll, I can say. They taught me many, many things. Never to trust anyone in show business, especially not agents. They're full of BS. It's a nice program, this, so we won't swear. There's a little nice live album here from Aarhus Music Theatre. Nice one. And a compilation album from 2007, the best of Chimbo's revival, modestly he said. And of course the final one from 2010, this brand new one from 2010, Cruising Down Memory Lane, with Lars Vegas on the guitar, Sting Lindblom on the bass guitar from Bo Wilson Band, and Lars Langmark also from Bo Wilson Band, or I should just say formerly of Bo Wilson Band, he's not with them anymore. And also Rocknelle, maybe you remember Rocknelle, God Gamle for Olsen, a cover of Good Golly Miss Molly in 1977, I believe it was. Very talented drummer, and you can see the boys, nice looking chaps. Brand new album, Cruising Down Memory Lane. And even to this day, 2010, we still travel all over the place. We just did Tivoli Gardens and the Long Island Festival and many other shows, and I still have the enthusiasm for it. And I hope you come out and see us one day if you're in the neighborhood. We play almost everywhere in the fields, nostalgia circuit, old 60s clubs and all kinds of things. So that's a little rock and roll history from old Chimbo here. See you out there. Peace and love. Bye.